Right now, this exact second, time is moving slower for you than for someone standing on a mountain. Same moment, two different speeds of time. Einstein proved it, and it gets stranger.
Time isn't fixed, it bends. It stretches around speed and it warps around gravity. Nothing about now is the same for everyone in the universe. Nothing.
Put someone on a spaceship near light speed. Their clock ticks slower than yours. Not a delay, not an illusion. Their future arrives later than yours, permanently. Speed itself rewrites time.
Now add gravity. Near a black hole, time almost stops completely. This isn't sci-fi. GPS sats orbiting Earth right now correct for this every single day, or your maps would be broken.
So the you watching this right now is already living in a slightly different moment than someone in orbit. There is no single now. Reality itself is relative.
If your mind is bent right now, imagine what happens next episode. Subscribe before I post the paradox that breaks time completely. Hit follow, it's free.
What if you traveled back in time, found your own grandfather as a young man? Would you just erase yourself or break reality completely?
This is called the grandfather paradox, and it's one of the biggest unsolved problems in time travel physics, because logically, it shouldn't even be possible, yet nothing rules it out.
Here's the setup. You go back before your grandparents ever meet, and you interfere. Maybe you scare them off, maybe you just get in the way, and suddenly, that meeting never happens.
No meeting means no parent. No parent means no you. But if you were never born, you could never have traveled back in time to stop them in the first place, so which version is even real? Physicists actually have answers. One theory says the timeline simply branches. The moment you interfere, a brand new parallel universe splits off, and you just came from a different one. Nobody knows for sure which one is true. But if you had a time machine right now, would you even risk finding out? Follow for more mind-bending physics.
What if you traveled back in time and gave Einstein the theory of relativity before he ever discovered it himself? So where did the idea actually come from if no one ever invented it?
This is called the Bootstrap Paradox, and it's even weirder than the grandfather paradox, because nothing gets erased here. Information just loops forever with no origin point.
Say a time traveler brings a song, a book, or an invention back to the person who simply first created it, and that person just copies it down, word for word, exactly as given.
That idea now exists in the past, gets passed forward through history, reaches the time traveler again, author, no original spark at all.
Physicists call this a causal loop. Information or objects that exist without ever being created technically breaks the entire idea of cause and effect as we understand it. So if you already watched the grandfather paradox video, this one might break your brain even more. Follow for the next mind-bending paradox.
If you replace every single plank on a ship, one by one, until nothing original remains, is it still the same ship, or is it a completely different one wearing the same name?
This is called the ship of Theseus, and it's a 2,000-year-old philosophy paradox that scientists still argue about because it applies to way more than just ships.
Your body actually does this too. Nearly every cell you have gets replaced over time, which means the version not the same as the you from 10 years ago.
So if every atom in your body eventually gets swapped out, are you the same person who was born decades ago? Or just someone carrying their memories, wearing their name? Philosophers still don't agree. Some say identity lives in the pattern, not the material. Others say if you kept all the old planks and rebuilt them separately, that ship has the real claim too.
So which ship is really the original? The one with new parts, or the one that got rebuilt from the old ones? Follow for the next mind-bending paradox. There are over 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone. So why, in all that space, have we never found a single sign of anyone else out there?
This is called the Fermi Paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, and it's one of the biggest unanswered questions in all of science. Where is everybody? The math says life should be common. With that many stars and planets, even a tiny fraction supporting intelligent life should mean the galaxy is full of civilizations by now.
So scientists have theories for the silence. Maybe intelligent life is incredibly rare. Maybe civilizations always destroy themselves before they can reach the stars.
And then there's the darkest theory of all, that everyone out there already knows better than to make a sound, because whoever announces themselves first gets hunted.
So are we really alone, or is the universe just staying quiet on purpose? Follow for the next mind-bending paradox.